Good afternoon and welcome to National Basketball Arena for the second of today's Men's Premier League matches. This is a hugely anticipated game, the top of the table clash between Pyrobel Killester and Templeogue. Killester had a sticky start to the season, losing the second game of the season by 30 points to champions UCC Demons, but since then they've been on a massively impressive run under new head coach Brian O'Malley, and they've won 6 of their last 7 games, taking to a 7-2 record. Templeogue bounced back from the disappointment of losing last season's finale Champions Trophy to the UCC Demons, but they've started this season in a very impressive style, going undefeated in their first 8 league games of the season. Currently undefeated in 10 games, and they go into this game top of the league and are hoping to end Christmas as an undefeated team. I'm joined for this game by Francis O'Sullivan. Francis, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Matt.
Looking forward to this one?
Yeah, very exciting game ahead of us. Two very good teams, top of the table clash. Killester can play themselves back into, right at the top and going into the new year with as potential league champions.
So Templeogue start with the ball, and Nell starting 5. Sean Flood at point guard, Stephen James, Lorcan Murphy, Michael Bonaparte, who starts on cue with the first basket of the game.
Okay, nice basket there by man, a nice feet to the post, very simple, direct play, right to the money, man.
Flood looks to push the ball. We'll give you Killester starting 5 in just a second. Flood gets Jermaine Turner up in the air, hits up Connor Grace on the 3-point line. That doesn't go. And a rebound for Kieran Rose. Starts alongside Paddy Sullivan, Juan Martinez, the ever-young Jermaine Turner. And Alan Casey at number 7. Turner takes a 3, doesn't go. Flood with a rebound. He'll look to push the pace. Gets it forward to Stephen James on the wing. Bonaparte fakes the shot, playing against Jermaine Turner. They've seen a lot of each other over the last couple of years. Both played for Killester on numerous occasions. Bonaparte the last time in 2014 when he led Killester to league champions. Martinez puts the ball on the floor. Sullivan drives the basket. Good defense from the athletic Lorcan Murphy though. And Stephen James will look to slow it down for Templeogue.
Both teams in man-to-man, Matt. Both some outside shooting early. It wasn't successful. But both teams man-to-man. Both sides, interesting. Both teams have nice young point guards. Sean Flood on the ball now, very dynamic, very good outside shooter, controls the game well. As you say, the athletic Lorcan Murphy.
So Murphy unsuccessful with his first shot of the game. And Kieran Rowe will be at point guard for Killester, but I'm sure it won't be too long before we see the return of Paul Dick. Of course, Paul played in Germany last year, so is Martinez. Starts the storm for Killester with an open 3. And James with a cut inside, but Martinez backs up his 3 with a block shot.
Very effective player in the league right now, very impressive young man.
Flood comes off the screen, being guarded by Kieran Rowe. That'll be a good matchup there. As will Bonaparte versus Turner. Turner with a rebound, his first of many, I'm sure. Rowe's not successful in finding that, and Bonaparte's in the break, gets it to Murphy, throws it up to Bonaparte. Bonaparte with a great finish off the alley-oop.
Nice pass, a very nice pass. Good decision. Michael Bonaparte there running the lane still. Well able to get up and down the court. Likes to take it to the basket more than outside shots.
Turner with a missed shot. Flood looks to pull up for a 3. Doesn't go on this occasion, and Turner just fumbles the rebound and it bobbles out. Both teams, of course, if you see Flood pull up for a 3 there, both teams have had their injuries issues this year. Bonaparte puts the ball on the floor, goes hard at Turner, and that one will count, and Turner looks distraught as he's called for a foul, but Bonaparte gets the score and he'll have one extra shot.
Middle drives will hurt you, as coaches would say. Got to the middle on his strong hand. Nice elevation, some contact. Going to the line out for the bonus.
So Francis, the matchup Bonaparte versus Turner, is that going to be the telling of who wins this game in the end, or is there more to it than that?
I think a bit more to it than that. It'd be interesting when Paul Dick gets in the game and Killester's depth. Templeogue have some injuries with Paul Cummings right now and Jason not back yet, so it'll be interesting who wears out first.
Yeah, the injuries have stacked up for both teams, but both teams have fought through them. Paul Dick made his return 2 weeks ago, the professional player, played in Germany last year, so he's just finding his feet again. His third game back, so he'll see limited minutes, but if he gets in the game, he's a big score for Killester. On the other side, Jason Clean hasn't played this year, but his return is imminent. Hopefully straight after Christmas he'll be back. The former player of the year, of course, and Paul Cummings, the former Lafayette superstar, made his return to the league this year after a couple of years out. And he started off the season with a 30-point game, but unfortunately went over on his ankle. He's been out for what looks like 4 to 5 weeks. And Turner goes straight at Bonaparte, and he's called for foul, and the baskets count. And it is, so actually it'll go end line, so it won't be the basket.
A head fake, took it, contact before the shot. Good decision, ball on from the end line.
So Turner facing Bonaparte, expects that quite a lot this game. Turner goes up over Bonaparte, doesn't get it, and Flood will come away with the ball in the fast break. James wide open for three, doesn't go, it does go. I think that was called a three in the end, although it looked like Sean Flood might have got a tip on it, but it was bounced in, so a 3-point shot call. It's 10 to 3 to Templeogue, and it's early going. Bonaparte hits another three, and we see a timeout there called by Brian O'Malley. And Francis, great start there from Templeogue. Okay, here we go. So 5:55 to go. Great start from Templeogue. They lead 13 to 3. Sullivan goes at Murphy. Inside to Casey. He's been quiet so far, but Casey hits his first shot.
Nice shot by Al Casey. Needed that just from the free throw line. Conor Grace helped off and he was able to punish him.
Flood guarded by Rowe. Looks to attack one-on-one. Great move from Flood. Goes over the basket. A great finish with his left hand.
Very exciting move. Very exciting move by Sean Flood there. Very exciting move. Nice finish at the hoop.
Sullivan drives baseline. Kicks out to Martinez. Martinez looks to step the line. He has stepped the line, so it'll be Templeogue ball. Francis, great start for Templeogue. What are Killester going to have to do to get back in the game?
Well, maybe a little bit more ball movement here. Reverse the ball maybe once or twice. Conor Grace able to protect the basket here a bit too easily at times. But Templeogue's defense is quite effective early in the game. Middle drive again.
Murphy, good drive. A ball that slips out of his hand. Sullivan starts to break. Well, back to Sullivan. Casey at the top of the key. Bonaparte decides just to stand off a little bit. Former teammates will know what he can and can't do. Sullivan pulls up with a floater, doesn't go. Turner gets his hand on the ball. Hustle from Stephen James, and Bonaparte picks up the loose ball. Flood again looks to attack Kieran Rowe. Kieran's an excellent defender, so that'll be a good matchup. Flood gets him he gets him off the floor there, and just his foul picked up there. I think it's gone against Kieran Rowe. See our first subs of the game here as Boylock Morris, number 22 for Templeogue, comes on for Lorcan Murphy, and Paddy Sullivan takes a break, and it'll be Keith Anderson coming on for Killester wearing 6.
Former young player here, Keith Anderson, yet to find form in the last year or two, but absolutely huge potential. A lot of talent in with Keith.
KC gets Grace off his feet and is able to finish, and he makes now 1 basket again. So we saw earlier is a 3 from...
Interesting there, a 3-point shot to Connor Sean interfere with it. Interesting. 2 or 3. If this game goes down to 1 point, have to see that again at the half, Matt, I think.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if that comes down to a 1-point game. Flood looks like he got a touch on that, which made it 8 or 2. It was called a 3 at the time. Bonaparte comes down the lane. Back outside to Morrison. Morrison, the extra pass, right round to Flood. Flood can't make that one. Turner grabs another rebound, and the Anderson to start the break for Killester. Finds Turner inside, and the charge is called. The referees look at each other, but yeah, definitely looked like a good call, that one.
He jumped in the air. Sean got to the spot. We'll make a call yet, Matt. I'm not sure if he's in position to let him land.
One of the toughest calls to make there. The basketball, the charge block foul. Bonaparte goes straight at Turner. Great finish off the boards. Turner guarded by Grace. Turner takes the 3 and comes straight back and answers with a 3 of his own.
Nice shot by Jermaine. Needed that.
Morrison guarded by Anderson. Cross to Flood. Flood uses the screen of Connor Grace and finds the open Grace in the 3-point line. Some great basketball from Templeogue.
Great penetration by Sean, kept his dribble alive. Connor stepped into the space, hit a nice 3-pointer.
Bow with a long 2, doesn't make it. Morrison gets his hand on the ball. He looked to start the fast break, and Templeogue outnumbers. Flood through the legs of Anderson to Bonaparte. Not sure if that was intentional, but they'll certainly take it. Bonaparte takes a nice little bank shot, and he's had a fantastic start to the game. So Templeogue continue to pour on the points as they lead 22-11, and Flood with a steal will have a chance to add to this tally. His numbers, finds Morrison up in front of him. Morrison goes up and over Rowe, but good defense from Rowe. Stephen James will rebound, and he puts it in, and another 2 for Templeogue.
24-11 now, Matt. I think Templeogue are very impressive with their rebounding, both offensively and defensively. Killester getting no second attempts, even with such a prolific offensive rebounder as Jermaine Turner.
Yeah, Templeogue dominant in this first quarter. As Grace gets it across Stephen James, he's open. That'll be a 2 if it goes, but it doesn't. Rebound from Casey, and now Casey looks to start the fast break for Pyrobel Killester as Anderson's open on a 3. That doesn't go, it needed that, but Casey with a great rebound goes off the backboard. Another little touch from Casey as he finds another 2.
Spoke too soon. Got by an offensive rebound. Great follow of the shot to miss shot by Al Casey. Nice 2 points.
Flood takes an open 3, doesn't make that one, and Turner will be looking to cut this deficit now as it still stands at 11. Kieran Rowe finds the open Martinez, decides against shooting that time, but inside to Turner against Grace. Good defense from Grace, who showed in the Hibernia games he can match people above his status, but Turner with an offensive rebound that Francis talked about in the putback, and as we call for the timeout there, a great little spell from Killester, and they draw it right back to a close game.
Okay, so we talked about it earlier, another offensive rebound by Jermaine. It's been very impressive. Their last 4 points have come from offensive rebounds. A huge part of basketball.
Morrison with a quick two. Straight out of the timeout. And Owen Kernan, straight off the bench, makes his first two of the game. Of course, Owen, a former Templeogue player, left Templeogue at the end of this season to go to Killester to strive for more minutes. He had a great game in the Champions Trophy final last year for Templeogue. So he'll be looking to play well against his former team here with 36 seconds left to go on the clock. It's only a 9-point game with Templeogue leading 26-17. And here we see Paul Dick for the first time today. Good drive from Dick, and he finds Kernan inside, but he can't make that one. And Honan with the rebound. So 21 seconds to go, so it'll be the last shot of the game. Bar a turnover, which there nearly was. Inside to Homan. Great pass there to James. James waits for Kernan to go by and gets his hand. I'm not sure if that was Homan or James.
Homan.
And Dick, as the clock goes out, Francis quickly. How did that first quarter go in terms of both teams?
Very impressive earlier. Templeogue really kept the tempo of the game up. Both teams have gone into their benches now. Okay, we see Stephen James there attacking the basket. Chip in again. It was a Homan or James anyway. Both teams are rebounding well. Offensive rebound here has been a huge part of both games. But right now momentum is with Templeogue, playing really well, playing their pace.
So, start of the second quarter here in the National Basketball Arena. Anderson misses that one. Gordon McLaughlin's on the court here for Templeogue, running the point. As both teams looking to try and get some of their starts and rests.
Yes.
Good tipper, and Anderson ends up with the ball from the tip from Paul Dick. But Great gets his hand on the ball and turnover back to Templeogue and back in the hands of McLaughlin. The play is called, he's guarded by Dick. Referee's called something here. It's called a push here on Paul Dick.
Might be referred to as a netball foul, I think there, a bit soft at this level of basketball. But anyway.
So referee setting the tone early. Dick, an excellent defender at his fittest, so it'll be interesting to see how McLaughlin gets on with him. Homer, a great fake inside, but good stand inside from Johnny Grinnell, who's checked into the game. Grace with a long three as the shot clock winds down, but Kiernan clears up the board, and it's in the hands of Paul Dick.
Both teams resting their Americans right now, Matt. That's interesting. Two of the more experienced Americans resting at the same time.
Kieran Rowe pulls up for a floater. Doesn't get it, rebound Templeogue. Is that something that coaches will they look to do that at the same time, or is it just coincidence on this occasion?
Might be matching one another here now because both Americans are so talented and very experienced leaders of their team. Templeogue can afford to do it with a slight lead here, and they're holding it here, but We'll see how long they got their the end of the quarter, and now a couple of minutes here as well.
Anderson, open three. Great pass from Rowe, and Anderson obliges with an open three.
There you go, here comes the substitutes.
So just below us here, Flood and Bonaparte come back to the bench, and right on cue at the same time, Turner and Sullivan are on the bench for Killester. So as Francis talked about, as a foul is called there, and the referee's calling this one very tight as Rowe is called for a foul here.
Kieran Rowe good stands, moving his feet, little reach maybe, but fairly soft again. But I think the players have to recognise if the referees are going to be consistent and calling that, they have to adjust to that now, not to pick up silly fouls.
So Conor Grace getting his first rest of the day for Templeogue, well earned. And Michael Bonaparte will renew his rivalry with Jermaine Turner. Flood is fouled again. It looks like Kieran Rowe will get that one. If it is, it'll be his third. In fact, I think it was called on Paul Dick, so that's his second. So that's both guards, Kieran Rowe and Paul Dick, on 2 fouls apiece, as Flood will go to the foul line for 2.
Very aggressive cut and shot by Sean. Very high percentage free throw shooter. Very, very good shooter. Of
course, Flood, a Templeogue junior, right up to the ranks. Irish international captain, spent last year in Germany with Ludwigsburg. Great to see him back in the Premier League this year. Kernan with a nice turnaround jump shot and gets the ball there. Flood being guarded by Dick, gets behind him, and a foul. No, he's actually called the end line ball there. He stepped on the end line, so it'll be Killester ball.
Interesting. Now, what wasn't the foul, but the others were attempted, which was more basketball play.
Kernan on the wing to Paul Dick. Dick being guarded by James. And Turner inside against Holman, but Morrison quick to get down there. But Turner with a great basket off the backboard there for a quick 2 from Turner inside. Flood uses a screen from Bonaparte. Morrison guarded by Sullivan. Inside to Holman. Turner all over Bonaparte there, but Bonaparte finds Stephen James inside, and James gets it up just before Turner's long reaching arms get back for him. So 32-24 to Templeogue, just keeping this 8-point lead as Killester have kind of found their form a little bit in the second quarter. Kernan open from the foul line over Bonaparte, and again he hits nothing but net. Impressive start by Kernan.
Yeah, nice young player. He's good length, good size. Found the ball going to Jermaine on the low post, and when he flashed to the high post.
So steal by Killester, but turned over again by Templeogue, and James open for a 3 on the pass from Flood, in and out. And Sullivan will look to push on the break here as they've numbered. It's 3-on-3. Sullivan wisely pulls up, gets it back to his guard, Paul Dick. Kernan again from the foul line, and again over Bonaparte. Finds nothing but the bottom of the net.
Nice touch by the big man, shooting over an American. Could see over him. Nice shot.
Morrison under the watchful eye of Kieran Rowe.
A lot of dribbling going on right now by Templeogue. The ball movement that we saw early is missing a little bit right now.
Flood takes the fade away, and it'll end up with Killester ball. And as Francis talked about, as Conor Grace comes back in to steady the ship for Templeogue. There you see the miss by Sean Flood, and Martinez and Anderson step back in for Dick. Interesting to see Paul Dick, fresh back from injury, just playing 4 or 5 minutes then again, and rested again by Coach O'Malley.
Yeah, rotating the bench here. He's looking at the fourth quarter, that this game will go down to the wire. Wants his players with energy in the fourth quarter. Have your decision makers on at that stage.
Martinez in the post against the reaching Bonaparte. Good spin move up and over Bonaparte, doesn't make it. Rebound by Grace. And Flood again will look to push and start the fast break. Grace gives it back to his point guard as they set up the play. Morrison to Murphy, who's also checked back in the game, and Martinez now has to do the opposite. It's great behind the back pass from Bonaparte, but Larkin Murphy can't finish, and Kieran Rowe goes straight at. Looks for travel there. Turner chases his shot as he realises it's short, but doesn't get there, and Morrison starts the fast break, uses speed, and a ill-advised foul by Paddy Sullivan there, and there'll be 2 shots to Blaylock Morrison.
Aggressive move here by Blaylock. And right at Paddy. Paddy had a good angle on him. He was going to be a difficult shot. Bailed him out with the foul, really. Should have been more disciplined on his defence.
And Killester just finding their feet in this game, 4 points difference at the moment. Have they changed much, or was it a case of, as you talked about, a bit too much dribbling from Templeogue?
Well, they just lost their rhythm there a little bit. I think they've kind of steadied the ship again now. Conor Grace and Michael Bonaparte are on together. Sean hasn't rested yet. Sean has a lot of energy levels. He's going to push the ball here. Interesting Templeogue's lineup now. 3 very young Irish boys, and 2 with Conor then all that international and pro experience, and Michael as an American pro in the league for so long. Interesting balance on the court for them. The future for Templeogue with those young boys is very, very good.
And we talked about the short run for Paul Dick, but he's right back into the fray now as he gives Kieran Rowe rest, who's put in a good shift of 50 minutes in a row there. So Dick will run the point guard, being guarded by Sean Flood, full court. Both played in Germany last year. Great to see Irish imports making it in foreign leagues. Sullivan comes off the double screen, takes a 3 over Morrison, doesn't go. Grace for the rebound. Forward to Murphy, they need to stop him quickly. He can really sky once he gets to the basket. Morrison playing extended minutes here, but steal by Anderson. Great pass from Dick, and Turner skies over for the dunk. And a 4-point game here. Bonaparte looks to answer for Templeogue. Doesn't make that one. Outlet by Turner to Paul Dick. Dick with a great pass to Martinez. Conor Grace wisely keeps his hands to himself, and Martinez cuts the lead to 2.
2 very high level passes there by Paul Dick. You can see why he is such a highly renowned player. 2 passes at speed, right on the money. Just had to put the ball in the basket.
And a lob pass from Murphy. And then we talked about Larkin Murphy's athleticism here as he finishes the alley-oop with a dunk. And Dick again, the great pass from Turner.
Yeah, the level of the game has gone up here now. We're really starting to see some serious basketball right now. Very, very good level, very entertaining game.
Good hands from Killester there. And as we call a timeout, the score currently stands. As we see that alley-oop there with Murphy skies above everyone to dunk down the finish. And with 3 minutes to go in this second quarter, Templeogue lead by 2, 36-34.
This is where we'd expect at the top of the table clash, even at this stage. Both teams playing well. Both teams, Paul Dick really starting to have an impression here in the last couple of minutes.
So here we go, 2-point game, 3 minutes to go in this first half. Dick into Martinez. Turner eventually grabs the ball, makes a nice little move and evades the defence but can't finish. And rebound by Stephen James, and Paul Dick straight up onto Sean Flood, which ends up in a turnover. Great pressure by Dick. Turner evades the defence and finishes with a great layup.
Starting to see the impact here now of Paul Dick, both offensively and defensively. He's a big guard. He's a tall guard for Sean Flood to shoot over, and we're also seeing some really, really high-level passing by Paul.
Foul called inside there. Juan Martinez just stopping the cut. Yeah, we see the turnover. Dick gets hands on it, and a fantastic finish by Turner. So Killester in the penalty here with 5 team fouls. Templeogue yet to commit one in this half. Don't forget, these two teams will match up in the Hula Hoops National Cup semi-final to be held in Cork in the Marduk Arena on Saturday the 9th of January. 4 p.m. tip-off, of course. Also this week, tickets went on sale for the National Cup finals at the end of January. So they were sold out weeks in advance last year. So please get online, purchase your tickets early, support your teams. So Anderson fakes the pass to Sullivan, but goes right at Murphy, all the way to the basket. Doesn't go. Good outlet pass from Bonaparte. Just missed out Murphy here. Gets it to Flood, but Flood finds Grace. We reverse the ball again. Locke and Murphy looks to penetrate and go over Kernan, doesn't make it. Turner and Bonaparte renew their rivalry for the rebounds, but it's Turner that comes up trumps there, and Paul Dick open on the 3-point line, tries to thread the needle and find Turner inside, but good hands from Connor Grace. Bonaparte fakes the shot, but Kernan doesn't get out for him, and he ends up making a 3 right in his face. Anderson right back for another 3, doesn't go. Rebound. Great rebound by Grayson. Lorcan Murphy makes the shot and is fouled by Paul Dick, so that'll be a 3-point play.
Yeah, nice little bump by Paul. Good call by the referee here. 3-point shot by Michael Bonaparte, and then a run out like that after a poor shot. Okay, Killester calling their timeout, badly needed there now. Just let a bit of momentum get away from them. This is Michael Bonaparte. Patton did move here, a little jab step into a shot. Okay, nice shot. Got his defender off balance. Nice a long 2.
The offensive rebound by Stephen James. Screen by Connor Grace, gets himself wide open, doesn't get it. Bonaparte skies above Turner this time, tips off the backboard himself and puts it back in for 2. So it's back up to an 8-point lead for Templeogue with 1 minute to go in this first half. Kieran Rowe back in the game for Killester. Dick looks to penetrate against Connor Grace, gets in the air, doesn't get it, but gets on rebound. Good hands from Grace, just gets it away from Dick for just a couple of seconds. Turner with a mid-range jumper, doesn't go, and Sean Flood will have a chance to make this a double-digit game as the clock ticks down to 30 seconds to go in the half. Bonaparte being guarded by Turner. Murphy back to Flood. Flood pulls up for 2 and he makes it a 10-point game. So 15 seconds to go in the game. 46-30 in the half, sorry. 46-36 to Templeogue. Kieran Rowe with a nice curl, up and over the extended hand of Morrison. Pulls up for 3 on the buzzer, doesn't go. James puts it in, and it counts. Referee David Kabaye gives the signal that tip in from Stephen James at the buzzer will count. So at the end of the first half, here, France, we see this great effort from Stephen James.
Great effort. He's a known that great worker, has a great attitude to the game, and really pursued the ball there, never gave up on a lost cause. Wonderful basket by Stephen. So
at the end of the first half, Templeogue having started very fast, plagued back by Killester, but they lead at half-time 48-36. We'll catch you at the start of the second half. Okay, so here we go. Starting the second half here at the National Basketball Arena. Top of the table, Templeogue lead third place Killester, Pyrobel Killester by 48-36. Flood. Turnover there, good hands from Kieran Rowe. Turner just fumbles it, but Paddy Sullivan picks it back up, and Rowe will start the first offense of this second half for Killester as they look to try and cut into this Templeogue lead. Sullivan to Casey, who started well in that second quarter but has gone quiet of late. Grace gets the rebound from the missed shot there from Casey, and ball back in the hands of Flood. Flood down the lane finds Murphy to the open Stephen James at the top of the key. Bonaparte, good hands from Turner, and Turner saves it, gets it in, back into Kieran Rowe. Rowe will look to attack Flood, finds the open Sullivan. Sullivan doesn't take this shot, but finds Casey inside, and back out to Sullivan as they look to set it up. Sullivan with a deep three, doesn't go. Turner and Bonaparte fight for it, but this time it's Bonaparte that wins that battle. Flood kicks the ball, manages to get his hands back on it, and Grace.
That's 3 turnovers in a row by Templeogue now, and Killester haven't converted. Recovered on that one now.
And that proves costly in the end as Turner was called for a foul.
You see here, straight up by Jermaine. Very interesting stat from the first half for me, Matt, was Templeogue had 2 team fouls in the whole half, which says one or two things. Is that probably more importantly is that Killester haven't been aggressive going to the basket and are not, engaging the defender, at speed or at pace. Very passive, just passing the basketball here. You've got to get something off the bounce here. Going to the basket or Jermaine on the post, but you can't go through a whole half only with 2 fouls on your opposition.
Yeah, very low foul count there for Killester, have 10 themselves. Be interesting to see how now if they can be a bit more aggressive as Casey doesn't even look at the basket there as Bonaparte plays defense on him. Kieran Rowe this time goes up Flood, but great defense from Flood. And Casey with a short corner jump shot doesn't go. Murphy skies above Turner, but Turner's long arms man to get his hands on the ball, tries to find a little pass inside to Casey, but doesn't get it, and Templeogue ball from the end line. We see the frustrated figure of Jermaine Turner there.
Great contest by Larkin and Jermaine. Great contest. Tried to slip an easy pass, didn't work out. Maybe should have gone straight to the basket himself.
Murphy to Bonaparte. Bonaparte might have got away with a carry there, but finished off the backboard for a quick 2. Lead is starting to stretch for Templeogue. They lead by 16, the biggest lead of the game so far. Sullivan to the basket, blocked by Bonaparte. Francis, lead stretching a bit for Killester here.
Danger time here now for Killester. They need to come up with something here now. Conor Grace and Bonaparte do protect the basket, and Larkin as well. It's hard to get something easy at the rim on Templeogue.
So Killester on end-line play. Great end-line play here, and they execute just as they need. An easy basket inside for Al Casey. So let's see if that can get Pyrobel Killester scoring a little bit more freely in this second half as good ball movement from Templeogue. But James goes into the patch where Bonaparte was standing. Grace finds the open James the corner. James for a 3, bounced out on the shot clock, and Kieran Rowe will start the fast break for Killester as he gets past Sean Flood, and Flood is called for a reach around as he just grazes the arm there of Kieran Rowe as he flies by.
Bit more aggression here now from Kieran, attacking the basket here. Tip from behind, adjudicated to be a foul. At least there was a bit more aggression there now from Killester. Been passive here now, and since the middle of the second quarter, become quite passive.
Martinez takes a 3. We haven't seen much of him since he made an early 3. That one was quite a bit wide, and Flood will look to extend the lead for Templeogue as he finds Grace. Murphy, good hands by Sullivan, and Rowe again goes straight at Flood. Maybe took the wrong choice at the end there, but great defense underneath from Conor Grace, and a steal from Sullivan, back to Kieran Rowe, and a great two-point shot.
Yeah. Needed that basket, really needed that basket. Took it too deep, should have kicked it earlier, but it ended up working out okay.
Flood, open three, doesn't go. Murphy, rebound, gets Turner in the air but doesn't finish. Casey gets the rebound. Sullivan looking to attack for Pyrobel Killester. They get it back to 12 points. Martinez up against Murphy. Inside to Turner. Turner, the great cross-court pass to the open row. Doesn't go, but Turner cleans up the boards, makes a nice little spin move, and back in for Turner.
That was a long closeout by Sean Flood to go double the ball there. And nice find by Jermaine. Didn't hit the shot, but got the offensive rebound.
Grace inside against Casey, spins to his favourite left hand, doesn't make it. Turner starting to show his presence a little bit. He slows it down, back in the hands of Rowe. Rowe to Sullivan. Sullivan pulls up for a tough two, doesn't go that occasion, and Bonaparte and maybe an ill-advised shot, just compounded by the foul there from Paddy Sullivan.
Getting some stops. Killester are getting some stops here now. Just need to convert a little bit at a higher percentage.
See a tough shot from Sullivan, but in his defence, we've seen him make quite a lot of those in the last year and a half for Pyrobel Killester. But as they get it back to 10 points, Templeogue will look to steady the ship a little bit here with 5:20 to go in the third quarter. Greylock Morrison has checked into the game. He takes the quick three, doesn't go. Turner with his umpteenth rebound of the game. Kieran Rowe again looks to go straight up Flood, and Kieran Rowe, as Francis talked about, really being more aggressive in the second half. James, open three, and he nails that from a great pass from Sean Flood. So scoring's picked up a little bit in this third quarter here. Both teams finding their range a little bit. Turner, Grace just sags off a little bit. Turner takes the opportunity to hit a long two from the top of the key.
Deliberate play here now by Johnny Grinnell to take the ball out of Sean Flood's hands. They've come up with a turnover.
After a huge scramble there, ends up back in the hands of Templeogue, but Templeogue coughed it up again. And Turner just gets over half court. Gets it back in the hands of Rowe as they look to cut this lead. They trail by 9. Screened by Turner. And Johnny Grinnell finds Turner top of the key, fakes that shot. And Turner gets the roll, and back-to-back baskets call. Make Mark Keenan call a timeout for Templeogue as the lead is down to just the 7 points. So as we're back here, 7-point game. Interestingly enough, is the Johnny Grinnell is matched up with Mike Bonaparte there. Conor Grace looks to attack off the dribble. Flood, three over the top of Kieran Rowe, but doesn't go. And Turner again battles the rebound. three.
Having a huge impact in the game right now, Jermaine Turner, rebounding wise now and then hitting some baskets here.
We're back to a 4-point lead for Templeogue. Remember, Killester did that in the first half as Grace fakes the shot and just gets a nice little roll there for a 2-point shot for Conor Grace. So Turner looking for a foul there, but again, great defense from Grace. A 6-point lead for Templeogue as Flood comes off the screen.
Stephen James, there's so many other. That's a nice shot by Conor Grace here. Got the shooter's roll after millions and millions of shots at practice. End up getting rolls like that sometimes.
But Paul Dick back in the game for Pyrobel Killester. Grace over the long hand of Turner. Tough shot to make. Rhodes skies for the rebound and looks to start the fast break again. He's aggressive, goes at Flood. Off the backboard, doesn't get it, but again, he knows Turner will be there, and Turner just tries to find Sullivan. He's not impressed that Sullivan didn't move towards the ball, but
great effort by Jermaine. Someone Paddy needed to show better for to give him an angle on the outlet pass when he was triple teamed.
So Bonaparte guarded by Grinnell, Floyd by Brian O'Malley, but Bonaparte definitely gets the better of that matchup that time. Rowe to the basket, goes straight at Bonaparte. But Bonaparte wisely moves back, gets himself out of the way, results in a missed shot, and 8 points can become 10 or 11 here as Templeogue look to extend their lead again after Killester pulling it back to 4, but Turner rebounds again. It seems at the moment like he's getting every single rebound at both ends of the floor, which is we've seen for many a year from, I'm sure he won't mind us calling him a veteran at this point of his career. Paul Dick pulls up from a 2 from the elbow and he hits nothing but net. Conor Grace, Waylon Morrison on the wing. Looks to attack the middle of the key. Good defense from Sullivan. Morrison goes up over Sullivan though and gets the roll.
Nice roll again.
Paul Dick all the way to the basket. He's fouled. Not sure who that foul will go on. It's on 10, so it's gone against Stephen James. And it'll be 2 shots as Johnny Grinnell takes a seat on the bench and Shane Holman replaces Mike Bonaparte. So as Paul Dick goes to the line, Francis, probably the first time we've seen either team with only one of their import players on the floor. Jermaine Turner staying on the floor as Bonaparte takes the rest. Is this a chance for Killester to edge their way back into the game?
It'll be interesting. Can they close the gap again? They got it to 4 and they let it slip again. Some poor decisions. Paul didn't nail those free throws. Now they needed those. Michael's getting a rest with 1:07 to go before the end of the quarter, and he'll get the minute at the quarter. I'm sure we'll see him then for the whole 4th quarter. Good coaching by Mark. Find some time.
James with a long 2 off the screen, and he nails that to make a 10-point lead. And Morrison with a steal from the newly arrived Keith Anderson, and he finishes 2 and extends the lead again. So again, Killester get themselves right back in the game, and again they let Templeogue just get them back inside. Great pass from Dick, but Turner can't finish that. And with 26 seconds to go in the game, it's a 12 in the quarter again. Sorry, it's a 12-point lead for Templeogue with a chance to extend it to 14 or even 15 points as they run the clock down a little bit. 8 seconds to go. Good pressure from Killester. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. Holman takes a long shot, and Morrison can't quite get his hands on it before the shot clock is gone. The referees will have to pull that back because the game clock stopped when the shot clock went off. So it's 2.6 seconds to go in the quarter. Francis, who'll be the most pleased as just we watched the shot clock. The clock run out. Turner with a 3 doesn't count. Oh, A big shot there, but it's clearly waved off before the buzzer. At the end of the quarter, who'll be the most pleased with that quarter there?
Well, I think Templeogue will be most pleased. They weathered the storm there. Killester made a run. Seemed to run out of ideas at the end of the quarter there. They've after getting Michael a rest. You have to be impressed by Templeogue's Irish players, really running their stuff, running their continuity, and really passing the ball and moving well.
Welcome back. The start of the fourth quarter here. 12-point lead for Templeogue as they look to extend their lead at the top of the men's Premier League. Paul Dick starts the fourth quarter though with a 2 inside. Great finish from Paul. Bit of full court pressure from Anderson, but not. He sags back there, and Flood look to set up the play for Templeogue as he has done for the majority of the game. Holman inside the Grace, matched up by Turner. Stephen James puts the ball on the floor, finds Morris in the short corner, and Morrison continues his good shooting with a quick 2. So Templeogue, they've continued, Coach Mark Keenan has continued the rest there as they create a turnover. They continue the rest. Mike Bonaparte and France, I imagine they'll leave him on the bench until such time as Killester show that they can get him back on the floor.
Experienced coaching by Coach Keenan, and really buying his veteran American, as you referred to him earlier, Matt, kindly, some rest time. These Irish players are really playing well now. Pace of the game is theirs. Templeogue, they're running their stuff, they're moving the basketball. They're getting what they want most of the time, really.
Grace, deep 3 from the pass from Holman. Doesn't go. Rebound, Kieran Rowe, who's been influential for Killester in the second half. Anderson inside to Turner. So Paul Dick against Holman in the post. Good spin move, but Templeogue bodies all over the place there, results in a turnover. And Flood wisely evades the long hands of Paul Dick, and James for an open 3, doesn't go. Casey with a rebound. You see below us, Michael Bonaparte will look to check in at the next break, which we'll have now as Stephen James is called for a foul on Kieran Rowe.
Strong move by Kieran. Plenty of contact from Stephen James, making sure he wasn't getting an and one, making sure he's putting him to the line.
So Mike Bonaparte will place Holman, and Kieran Rowe will go to the line for 2 shots. Kieran makes the first. So after that second one, we see some full court pressure from Killester for the first time, but they evade that with a long pass. And Bonaparte used his body well to fend off the long arms of Jermaine Turner.
Good indecision about what defense they were in there, and then to give up an fairly uncontested layup like that at this stage of the game.
Rowe fakes, gets Flood off the floor and gets a shooter's roll and pulls it back to 10 points again. So the full court pressure is applied from Killester, but Paul Dick gets his hand on the ball but can't keep it in bounds. But 7:55 to go. Killester have decided, and the first year coach Brian O'Malley, that now is the time to put the pressure on. Polite discussion between the coach and the referee, and Blaylock Morrison being guarded by Keith Anderson. Grace puts the ball on the floor, good hands from Al Casey, who eventually gets the rebound and looks to kick-start the fast break. And Kieran Rowe, as he has been all second half, very aggressive, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line with 2 shots. Not sure who that foul was on, but again, Kieran being very aggressive, fans.
Very aggressive. He's taking the game here. He's taking the game here now to Templeogue. I think people have to run with him now and get to his pace and his aggression on the game now. Some of the other Killester players are just still quite passive. A little bit indecision what defence they're in here now. I mean, they look to be extending it, but they certainly have to get the ball out of Sean Flood's hands and not let Templeogue run their sets and run, time off the clock and run their down screens to their ball screens. They have to change something here now for the last 7 minutes. The game is in the balance. It's still up for grabs, I think, for Killester, but they just have to find a bit more momentum.
And again, they get under 10 points, goes to 8. Here we see a bit of full court pressure. Kieran Rowe and Sean Flood match up again into the hands of Conor Grace. Morrison, he's had a good second half, but doesn't make that shot. And Paul Dick has the ball here. He'll be looking to be very influential in this last 7 minutes of the game. This is when O'Malley will be looking to see the best of him as he fights his way back from injury. But great stand from Bonaparte results in a turnover, and Sean Flood look to extend the lead. Long 2 from Grace, doesn't go, and again a rebound from Paul Dick. Nice spin move from Dick, gets it to Casey. Kieran Rowe finds a little lane all the way to the basket, and a good hold of screen from Casey.
Unusual for Templeogue to give up an uncontested layup like that. They normally protect their rim. They just moved the ball enough, got a dynamic play, got a nice layup. 6-point game now.
Blaylock Morrison, open 3, doesn't go. Good rebound from Bonaparte. Coach O'Malley below us, really urging his troops on. He sees this the big opportunity as the lead is down to 6. To really get back in the game, the shot clock ticks to 4 points. Morrison, massive 3-pointer over the outstretched arms of Kieran Rowe. And Rowe comes right back to the basket, and he gets a nice finish off the glass. So couldn't make way to stop on that end, but he comes right back down and answers for Killester.
2 great plays by 2 young Irish guards.
Bonaparte up, but Turner gets his hand on the ball, and Paul Dick splits the defence, but can't elude Conor Grayson. But we saw it throughout the Hibernia games, and we've seen it again today. Just Conor Grace's experience and positioning here, as you see Paul Dick going straight into him.
Different players impact the game in so many ways, and a lot of people just look at the scoring. Okay, but someone like Conor Grace impacts it there. We just saw him just getting his body in the way, took away the steps that Paul Dick was trying to get for an easy layup. Just a wonderful player and a highly intelligent basketballer.
So here we go, 5:30 to go, the fourth quarter. Templeogue lead Pyrobel Killester by 72 to 65. They've led by as many as 16. Killester have also got it down to a 4-point game in this quarter, but can't quite bridge that gap. And Turner called for the reaching foul there by referee David Kabaye. But that'll be first foul of the quarter for Killester, so it'll be an end-line ball. Oh, and another foul, yeah, in the end, no choice. Just a little push off from Sullivan, as they try to pick up the intensity, and that's Paddy Sullivan's third foul there.
Locker Murphy in the game now for Blaylock Morrison, who had a huge impact there before he was substituted out. Really impressive couple of minutes from the young player.
Grace attacks the middle of the key, out to Flood. Flood, 3-point shot over Sullivan, doesn't make it, but Bonaparte with the rebound. And Templeogue will have another 14 seconds. As Flood looks to penetrate, finds Grace on the 3-point line. Inside to Murphy. Murphy can't finish that one, but Turner gets the rebound. But a long outlet pass is picked off by Stephen James as he continues to do the little things in this game. James, guarded by Anderson, inside to Bonaparte. Again, Turner right with him. Goes up and over, doesn't go it. Turner, rebound to Kieran Rowe. We've said that more than once this game. Rowe finds the open Sullivan for a 3 on the far side. That looks off, doesn't go. Back for the rebounds, and Turner gets it. Oh, and the referees have quickly called a jump ball, much to the frustration of Coach Brian O'Malley.
Very quick, but I think that's the way they interpret that jump ball rule now. When two players go for a rebound, come down together, they're going to blow that whistle for a jump ball very quickly.
So again, we see the full court pressure from Pyrobel Killester, and again, Sean Flood is the man to break the pressure for Templeogue. So he goes right at Kieran Rowe. Grace. Murphy tried to get through a gap that wasn't there. Good defense from Anderson on Grace, and there's nowhere to go. The shot clock ticks down to 6 seconds. James will have to put the ball up, but he gets the basket, but doesn't get a finish. And Kieran Rowe, I think a foul has been called there. It has on Stephen James. There's a good rebound from Kieran Rowe.
Killester have got some solid stops now. Run out here, got the rebound. A foul here, but they have to convert on the offense end now to make this interesting in the last 3 minutes. Paul Dick is sitting down now, and we would think he'd be one of their high impact scorers. He's sitting down right now. Who are they going to go to here to get some points?
Anderson, as the Templeogue fans on the far side start to make themselves heard. Turner goes for 3. He's made it and he's fouled. Turner does the Superman pose. He's fired up, and that's when we see the very best of Jermaine Turner.
Brings his energy, a lot of energy. You wouldn't normally, as a coach, be looking for someone to take a contested 3, but it's a great shot. We'll give it to him, and he got fouled on it. So very interesting couple of 3 minutes 40 seconds left now. Nice play. Still has the passion for the game, Matt.
Yeah, you can't call his enthusiasm. He hits that 3-point play. You see him dominate the rebounds here, and it's a 3-point game all of a sudden. And Templeogue are going to be tested yet very much in this game as they try to keep this undefeated season alive. Flood off the screen from Bonaparte. Finds James. Again, the shot clock ticks down as the defense really perks up from Killester. 2 seconds on it. He's not going to get the shot off in time, and he doesn't, and a 24-second violation again. That's back-to-back defensive stops from Killester when they really put the pressure on Templeogue.
Really up their pressure defensively here now. Can they convert now again? Who are they going to go to?
Oh, at the worst possible time, the ball slips to the hands of Paddy Sullivan, bounce off his chest and into the scorer's table.
Worked so hard defensively and just to give it straight back. Not good basketball there now by Killester.
So 3 minutes to go. Killester can have to do it all over again, and Turner's adjudged to a foul as he continues to try and pressure Bonaparte. I think that's going to be his fourth. It is. So with 3 minutes 4 seconds to go, Jermaine Turner will have to tone down his defense a little bit.
Indisciplined foul, Matt. No need to go for that. He was never getting that.
So Bonaparte, he will surely look to go at Turner, who can't foul. Oh, and a foul is called. We'll see who this is going, whether it's on. And luckily for Killester, it's called on Al Casey. Here we see it, Francis.
Yeah, contact. The real pro here, Michael Bonaparte, the real pro, going straight to the front of the rim, attacking Jermaine. Got the foul on Al.
That's Casey's second foul, and he'll go out for Johnny Grinnell. So Coach O'Malley going back by the looks to that matchup he had earlier of Grinnell on Bonaparte.
When is he going to produce Paul Dick again? You would think he'd be a game winner for him at this stage. Not afraid of the occasion.
So again, Killester get it down to 3 points, but his lead extends to 5. Anderson inside to Turner. Turner slips on the floor there, and a jump ball. I think a jump ball is close. So it'll be Killester ball on the jump. Here you see, I think, yeah, Jermaine's foot in just goes from underneath him. There you see the Jermaine Turner with his former coach Mark Keenan. They of course won the double and won a lot of trophies for Killester in their times together. On opposite sides today though. So Kieran Rowe trying to cut into this 5-point lead the Templeogue have over Pyrobel Killester. So on the shot clock, Turner misses that one, so Templeogue.
You'd have to question the spacing here now. If Killester down the straight here, where Johnny Grinnell is under the basket, and he's keeping Michael Bonaparte in there instead of taking him away, where he has to make a decision to go double Jermaine or protect the basket. Right now he has no decision to make. Just stay under the basket.
Good hands from Kieran Rowe, and he steals it out of the grasps of Lorcan Murphy. Killester will lead the basket now, as Kieran Rowe pulls up for long two, doesn't go, and there's that matchup we talk about. Grinnell under the basket, but Bonaparte out jumps him for a rebound. And Paul Dick below us on the bench, ready to check in, so it'll be interesting to see who he comes in for. But time is ticking away from Pyrobel Killester here as they trail by 5, and a score would be deadly for Templeogue here, for Killester here as Templeogue take a long three, and there it is, a massive three by Conor Grace, right on cue as a timeout is called with 1:36 to go. It's Templeogue that extend their lead to 8 points, 77 to Pyrobel Killester's 69. So, Kieran Rowe finds Paul Dick, checking the game. Big three from Dick, doesn't go. And Bonaparte with a massive rebound with 1:20 to go. The lead's at 8. So Killester need to get something turned over here. Morrison has checked into the game as well. And Templeogue slow up the pace a little bit here. Try to use the clock. Flood down the middle of the lane, gets all the way to the basket. Doesn't go. And Killester must score this time down, you'd have to think. Sullivan, step back three, doesn't go. Rebound Turner. Turner goes up and he makes it. So Jermaine Turner looking to score 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Powerful rebound again by Jermaine. Stayed strong, made a basket, going to the line for one to make it a 6-point game.
So, Turner to keep Killester in it. A 2-possession game if he makes it, which he does. It's 5-point game, 77-72. A minute to go, so it's far from over here as Pyrobel Killester have a push towards the end. Bonaparte open end of the basket. Turner can't foul him, but it's Johnny Grinnell gets back for the block on Bonaparte. And the score from Killester as Paddy Sullivan goes over to the basket, gets it to Turner. And Conor Grace with a very intelligent foul, doesn't give him the 2. Straight over to Turner to say sorry about that, but not going to give you anything easy.
Good foul by Conor. It was a point-blank layup for Jermaine. At the other end, it was a wonderful block shot by Johnny Grinnell, throwback. Game is still in the melting pot here, and going to get 2 points. Possible 2 points here, but the clock stopped, which is most vital at this stage.
So, third foul for Grace. Not quite sure why, but they're saying it's Paddy Sullivan to shoot the 2. Francis, you see a foul earlier on maybe that we missed?
Just before Jermaine got the dump off, they called a foul. Below on 5 team fouls.
There was noise here, we didn't hear the whistle maybe.
Paddy Sullivan, really good shooter. 2 big shots for the young player.
A nervous face in the crowd as Sullivan makes no mistake on the first. He makes the second, and we see the sign below from Coach Mark Keenan for a timeout. So, with 42 seconds to go, it's a 3-point game for Killester leading Pyrobel Killester, for Templeogue leading Pyrobel Killester. So 42 seconds to go. It's a 3-point game as Templeogue lead the home team today, Pyrobel Killester. Flood pressured by Paul Dick. Both teams in team fouls, so they can't afford a foul, and Paul Dick does exactly that, Francis, after wasting 10 seconds of shot clock.
Yeah, we've been here before, Matt, on a number of occasions in the second half at 3 points in the difference. Okay, Sean Flood, one of the best shooters in Irish basketball right now, stepping to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Paul will be disappointed as he looks on the court with that one. Perhaps didn't realise they were in penalty. Blood, like Sullivan before, makes no mistakes with those. So it's back to a 5-point game with 1 seconds to go, and it's must-score territory for Killester. Pressure from Grace. Turner looks to go himself, but goes into the defense. Morrison's got his hands on the ball. Kieran Rowe with 9 seconds of shot clock, open to Paul Dick. Dick has the smaller Morrison on him and wisely looks to attack the basket, and the foul is called, and it will be Paul Dick going to the line for 2 shots with just 13 seconds to go in the game. So Francis, 13 seconds to go in the game. Make or miss these. What's the scenario if he makes the both?
You go for 2. You go for the 2 and maybe stop the clock. Try and get the ball to somebody that you might. Anybody at this stage rather than Sean Flood, I'd imagine. There's a lot of good free throw shooters out there though for Templeogue. And quite solid on the stretch here now on the free throw line. Be interesting. Can they turn it over? Can they steal one here?
So Dick continues the trend. Makes both. Full court pressure from Killester. In the hands of Bonaparte, and Grinnell quickly across to foul him. Just 2 seconds, pop off the clock, so 11.1 seconds to go. And Michael Bonaparte's been influential all game long for Templeogue. Will go to the foul line with a chance to keep them out of reach of Pyrobel Killester.
The only way this works really now, Matt, is 3 for 2. If they're going to continue to foul, they'll have to look for someone to hit a 3-pointer, to get back here. But Killester haven't really shot the ball well from the 3-point line today, or even looked to do it that often.
Bonaparte gets the lucky roll there. It's a 4-point game. Misses the second though, so it gives Killester a little bit of a sniff, but it'll have to be quick. Kieran Rowe attacks Flood, takes a fadeaway jumper, and he gets the roll. So 4 seconds to go. It's a 2-point game, but they've left Stephen James up and long, and Paul Dick decides against fouling. And there's 1.1 second to go on the clock. I think a timeout has been called. Francis, huge call there from Paul Dick not to foul.
With the call, Johnny Grinnell, who last year's coach, who's now a player, was pleading for him to foul it, why he didn't foul him. I guess he was afraid of the unsportsmanlike. Good aggressive move again by Kieran. Again, shooter's touch here. Shooter's touch.
Great awareness by Michael Bonaparte to get that fast outlet pass in there and gives them a chance to get to the basket.
Yeah, great.
So 1.1 seconds to go. The name of the game is do not foul under any circumstances. Wish they don't. Grinnell takes a shot, he makes it. But it's of no use to Pyrobel Killester, and Templeogue continue. They'll head for Christmas in the Men's Premier League, undefeated as they beat Pyrobel Killester by a score of 82-80. And France, they led from the opening tip. What was the big difference between the two teams?
I think at this stage Templeogue know who they are more than Killester do. With Paul Dick just coming back, he has to bed in a little bit more, get the rotations right. I think the Cup semi-final will be very interesting now. I really do think that the young players from Templeogue are really, really playing well, benefiting from playing with the experience of Michael Bonaparte and Conor Grace. They haven't lost any game they shouldn't have lost this year, and that was a really serious game for them to win with the league title up for grabs. So very impressed by Templeogue, but Killester are right there, I think, when they do settle in with all their players.
So it'll be a mouth-watering Hula Hoops National Cup semi-final on January the 9th in the Mardic Arena. From everybody here at National Basketball Arena, have a good Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year.